Hi, in this video we're going to find the circumference of a circle where the circle is inscribed inside the square. So we've got a circle inside a square where the edges of the circle go right up to the edges of the square. Now we're told that the perimeter of the square is 44 meters. Remember, the perimeter is a total length around the outside. Now if we know the perimeter of the square, we could work out each side of the square because a square has four sides, right? And if the total length around the outside is 44 meters, we just need to divide the 44 by 4 to get the length of one side. So we do that, 44 divided by 4 is equal to 11. And so therefore, each side of this square is 11 meters. Now, if we put the 11 meters in the middle here, can you see that that is the diameter of the circle? The diameter of the circle goes from one end of the circle to the opposite end, going through the center of the circle. Now, how do we find the circumference of a circle? Remember, the circumference of a circle is just a total perimeter. It's just a fancy word for perimeter of a circle. So how do we find that? Well, if I draw a circle here, now if I had the radius of the circle, remember the radius was from the center of the circle to the circumference, the edge. Then the circumference, the perimeter, the length around the outside is 2 times pi times by the radius. Remember in algebra, when we write things next to each other, it just means you're times them together. So it means 2 times pi times r. But we've got the diameter all the way across. And as alternative formula, we could just use pi times the diameter. But to be honest, what you could do is you could halve the 11 to just get the radius, which is 5.5, and then use the 5.5 in this formula. But we could just keep the 11 as it is, the diameter of 11, and just use it in this second formula. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep the 11 as it is, and I'm going to use this second formula here. So the circumference is going to be pi times by the diameter, and the diameter we said was 11, and that gives you, if we do it on our calculator, pi times 11. Remember pi, this letter here, is a Greek letter, and it has the value 3.141 with the digits going on forever. But our calculator has the value of pi on it, so you can just put pi in your calculator, and I'll convert that to a decimal, and I get 34 and it wants it to one decimal place, so 6. And that is the final answer. It's 34.6 meters is the circumference of the circle.